Aaron Morey is the Chief Economist at the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and he joins me now. Thanks very much for your time, Aaron.
Pleasure, Gary.
Is that work needed, in your opinion? Do we need to get something sorted here?
Yeah, I'm with the Premier. I mean, how many birthdays does a king need? I think I'm right with him. I mean, look, in principle, I think alignment is a good thing. I mean, how many people would have been checking the Melbourne Collingwood score throughout today? Probably sapping productivity. I know Collingwood only won by a point.
It was close.
Right.
Yeah.
They just won by a point.
Yeah.
And, I don't know how many heads were sort of looking down on the phone, sort of checking the score as it went. But there's actually a serious point behind that, Gary. I mean, I do think there's a productivity upside to aligning the public holidays with the East. So, yeah, welcome the conversation.
How difficult is it for businesses here? I mean, do they just have to accept that if they have normal dealings with East Coast affiliates or whatever the case may be, that today's not the day that they bother them or do anything with them, and it perhaps slows our productivity down as well?
Yeah, correct. I mean, look, it's not the biggest issue facing business, but look, nonetheless, I do think that there is a cost there, and yeah, I think it slows down decision making. And in general, it's probably just a bit of a nuisance for businesses that are plugged into the financial and insurance sector, in and out of Sydney, but also those with national headquarters, and that cuts right across the economy, particularly into the mining sector. They're as impacted as sort of anyone else. Those smaller businesses sort of less impacted in that way. But look, I just think in general it's a sensible conversation to have.
He also said that he was up for a discussion around an additional public holiday. What do you think of that?
Yeah, look, I saw his comments, and yeah, I think his response to the reporter who asked those questions was pretty straight down the line. I don't think I would have answered it any differently, to be honest. So I'm not sure if he certainly didn't close the door, did he? But look, from our perspective, Gary, you won't be surprised. We strongly oppose any additional public holidays in Western Australia. I mean, look, some people might see, an opportunity to take it easy for a day. But for many small business owners, it really does just create a headache. It's another day in which you need to pay someone $65 an hour to sort of wash some dishes. It really does create, a bit of a headache for small business, and it's not something that, at the Chamber, we support on behalf of particularly our small and family businesses.